For years, Samsung was the undisputed king of foldables, thanks to its annual launches of the Z Fold and Z Flip models. But new competitors have emerged to challenge the business for the folding phone kingdom. Here's how the newest Samsung Z Fold 6 compares to the OnePlus Open, which debuted in 2024. The Z Fold 6 has a foldable pedigree that results from years of refining. In the other corner, the OnePlus Open opts for traditional book-style form and functionality as the phone maker takes a bold move in the niche. While we haven't had a chance to study Samsung's newest foldable, the OnePlus Open is a fantastic initial effort that is nonetheless constrained by software and trade-offs. But all of Samsung's advancements come at a literal cost, with the Z Fold 6 starting at $1,900, up $100 from last year's Z Fold. The OnePlus Open costs $1,700. While money is not everything, there is a significant difference between the two versions. Otherwise, the two foldables are rather identical. Both feature cover panels that are almost comparable in size and have the same maximum 120Hz refresh rate. The Fold 6 has a 6.3-inch AMOLED 2375 by 968 pixel display, but the OnePlus Open's 6.31-inch OLED 2484 by 1116 pixel screen is somewhat crisper owing to better pixel density. Similarly, when unfolded, both devices offer relatively comparable internal panels with a maximum refresh rate of 120 Hz. The Z Fold 6 sports a 7.6-inch with 2160 by 1856 pixel AMOLED display. However, the OnePlus Open has a slightly bigger with 7.82-inch OLED 2440 by 2268 pixel screen that is crisper with more pixels available. Given its somewhat broader internal display, it's understandable that the OnePlus Open is slightly wider in design than the Z Fold 6. The OnePlus Foldable is only rated IPX4 for splashes of water, not total immersion, but the Z Fold 6's IP48 classification implies it can withstand being submerged in knee-deep water for up to 30 minutes, as well as some dust and dirt exposure. The OnePlus Open's camera suite boasts more megapixels, but Blumenthal preferred the clarity and crispness of the then-comparable Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 5, despite praising its 120x zoom capabilities. The OnePlus Open boasts 3 cameras, a 48-megapixel primary camera, a 48-megapixel ultra-wide, and a 64-megapixel 6x optical zoom telephoto camera. The Z Fold 6 boasts 3 cameras, a 50-megapixel primary camera, a 12-megapixel ultra-wide, and a 10-megapixel 3x optical zoom telephoto camera. For selfies, the OnePlus Open boasts a 32-megapixel front-facing camera on the cover screen and a 20-megapixel sensor on the internal display. The Z Fold 6 features a 10-megapixel selfie camera on the outside screen and a 4-megapixel sensor behind the internal display. As with the primary cameras, we'll have to wait for a complete review to see how the Z Fold 6's selfie cameras compare to the competition. Given that the OnePlus Open is a year old and uses 2023's top Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 CPU, the Samsung Z Fold 6 has an advantage in hardware with its Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 silicon, especially as the OnePlus Foldable scored worse in benchmarks than even last year's Galaxy Z Fold 5. Still, both phones have premium CPUs, and Blumenthal noticed no sluggishness in the OnePlus Open, which has 16 gigs of RAM compared to the Z Flip 6's 12 gigs. The OnePlus Foldable is also only available in a single storage configuration of 512 gigs, but the Z Fold 6 is available in 256 gigs, 512 gigs, and 1 terabyte, which means that the $1,900 basic price buys you half the capacity of the OnePlus gadget. Furthermore, given its year-old status, the OnePlus Open ships with Android 13 out of the box, with upgrades to Android 14 coming by the end of January, whereas the Foldable will only receive 3 more years of Android updates and 4 more years of security. The Z Fold 6 ships with Android 14 out of the box, with Samsung promising 7 years of software and security upgrades. The OnePlus Open has a bigger 4,805 mAh battery than the Z Fold 6's 4,400 mAh battery, but the former has a faster charging time. The OnePlus Foldable comes with a 67-watt charger, which Blumenthal tested and found could charge the phone from empty to 76% in 30 minutes. The Z Fold 6 keeps Samsung's rather slow 25-watt maximum charging and lacks a power brick in the box. While we have yet to test the new foldable, battery testing with its predecessor, the Z Fold 5, revealed that it can recharge from 12% to 68% in 30 minutes. Ultimately, both foldables are close enough to be considered premium Android foldables, despite differences in cameras, battery, and pricing. We'll know more about how they compare when we have the opportunity to properly examine the Z Fold 6. For a pure specifications comparison, check the figure below. I enjoy foldable phones. When I invest my own money, I purchase smartphones such as the S24 Ultra and the iPhone 15 Pro Max. I've never bought a foldable phone for myself, including the OnePlus Open, which was my favorite foldable last year. I've had many reasons for waiting, but reports that Samsung may ultrafy its Z Fold 6 have me intrigued, and may be saving up for a new foldable. Why haven't I purchased a foldable phone? It's not the exorbitant price. I don't mind signing up with a carrier for a few years to pay off a phone if they offer me a good deal. AT&T paid me $1,000 to exchange a useless old phone for my current Ultra. Every 2 or 3 years, I'll acquire a costly phone this way, and if there's a good price on the Z Fold 6 Ultra, I'll look into it. It's not a question of durability. I take it gently on my phone, and I don't always wear a cover. I don't drop my phones all that frequently, and I don't keep them in my pocket with a large keyring. I'm not concerned about the longevity of folding phone hinges, and I can be careful with a soft inner display to avoid severe scratches. I don't like the way most foldables appear, but that's not my main concern. I believe the Galaxy Z Fold 5 is unsuitable. It has the incorrect aspect ratio. The front display is too narrow. I believe the Google Pixel Fold was superior, with a flatter, larger display on the front, but it's still not flawless. The OnePlus Open was the Goldilocks that showed me how foldable phones can achieve a perfect aspect ratio, with a front display that appears like a regular smartphone, and an even larger interior display. The camera is the main reason I haven't purchased a foldable phone yet. No foldable has yet launched with a high-quality camera. The Z Fold 5's cameras are similar to the base model S23, not the S23 Ultra. The latter was our top camera phone until the S24 Ultra replaced it. The OnePlus Open makes excellent use of the new Sony Licia stacked sensors, but the cameras are not particularly good. To accomplish the tiny, foldable design, phone producers must make compromises, and the camera is the most common concession. The explanation is depth. A powerful camera system requires space. You'll need area for the sensor and the lens, as well as some depth, and that's only the main camera. If you wish to zoom in, you'll need additional room. The Z Fold 5 has a thickness of 6.1 mm, which does not leave much room for the camera. To compare, the S24 Ultra is 2.5 mm thicker, measuring 8.6 mm. There's a lot more space for camera tech. The S24 is 7.6 mm thick and has virtually comparable camera specifications to the Z Fold 5. If the rumors are genuine, a forthcoming Z Fold 6 Ultra might use a large new sensor, potentially the 200 megapixel sensor featured on the Galaxy S24 Ultra. That would be big news. OnePlus improved photography with the OnePlus Open, but the camera module protrudes noticeably. If Samsung can preserve its present design while adding a massive new camera sensor, I'll be quite pleased. In addition to the increased camera specifications, the Z Fold 6 Ultra might have a titanium frame, which would look great and make the Fold seem more sturdy. I'm also looking for a different aspect ratio, akin to the OnePlus Open, and a display without noticeable creases. But it's the camera that excites me the most. A foldable phone, particularly a tablet-sized foldable, requires an excellent camera. The folding shape lends itself to stunning photos. You may set the camera in various ways and watch a preview on the screen while shooting. Because of the twin screens, the primary camera functions as a selfie camera as well. Photography is just more enjoyable with a foldable. However, no foldable has yet excelled at photography. To be honest, I don't care about zoom or a better ultra-wide sensor as long as I can have a fantastic primary sensor. I'm interested in portraits, selfies, group photographs, and night settings. All of those photographs appear better with a large, high-resolution camera. If the Galaxy Z Fold 6 Ultra is genuine and produces ultra-level photography, I believe foldables have finally earned their place in the limelight, and I'll be there to take a closer look. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more exciting tech news and updates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.